Hi there, this is Elizabeth from Core Expectations, and I want to talk to you today about something that is slightly controversial, and that is whether or not to do crunches, and especially can women who have diastasis or who have had diastasis do crunches. And I'm not even going to get into prolapse right now. I'll get into that in a separate video. So, can women who have diastasis do crunches? Maybe, maybe not. I am not saying no. It depends. Can you? It depends on your strength, your function, and your ability to recruit your core. Now, I first of all want to say, why do you want to do crunches? What is so important about it? It is not a particularly functional movement, except for one thing, and that's getting out of bed, for example, or getting up from the floor. The reality is that when we're lying down, we tend to crunch to get up, and I want you to be able to do that in the strongest and best way possible. So doing crunches every now and then to maintain strength in our rectus and integrity here, I'm kind of okay with it, as long as you know how to recruit your inner core, lift your pelvic floor while you're working, and distribute that intra-abdominal pressure, that pressure that happens with a crunch, and it goes somewhere else and not down on your pelvic floor. So those are all the maybe you can, if, perhaps, whatever, okay? So I'm gonna kind of take you through it. So if you're lying on the floor and you want to do a crunch, or hypothetically you're getting out of bed, there are two things I want you to look for, okay? And you could even put a mirror above yourself so you can see it, or have someone watch you, okay? The thing to watch for is doming. That's the first thing with diastasis. If you are doing a crunch and you see your tummy cone, or like it feels like something's being pushed out, like doming, you'll know. You'll look down, and instead of seeing your tummy kind of flat, you'll see this coning. That's a no. In that case, you are not able to distribute the intra-abdominal pressure, your diastasis is not functional, and you are not ready to do crunches. Not the end of the world, by the way. A, you can get there, and B, not being able to do crunches is not the end of the world. Just saying, okay? Secondly, when you do a crunch, okay, so let's say there is no doming, all right? You do a crunch and you see your tummy come up. So the pressure is going in here and down, as opposed to being distributed through your breath and lifted, all right? So for example, what I don't want to see, look at my tummy, okay, is this. So see that I crunch? I'm basically holding my breath, very typical. We tend to go, we hold our breath and we push out, okay? And that puts tremendous pressure also on your pelvic floor, downward pressure, and here comes the prolapse issues, for example, okay? However, if you can take your breath and you exhale, you lift your pelvic floor, now your core is set, you do a crunch, you'll see my tummy doesn't come up, okay? It's not popping up. There's this, or there's this. You see the difference, right? So if you can control the pressure, so when you do your exhale, you lift your pelvic floor, you exhale, as you come up, the pressure is going up and out as opposed to down, then I don't have a problem with you doing crunches. If that is something that you really want to do, and that's going to take you closer to your goals and how you want to look here. So my suggestion is, you have someone check you, take a look, make a video, send it to me, and I'll tell you at least what I can see on the outside, or give us a call and we will come and take a look at you, okay? But I'm not saying hard no to crunches anymore. For those of you who love to do them, maybe you can, maybe you can't. I'll talk to you soon.